Though, newly released polling from NewsNation's Decision Desk headquarters finds that about 94% of voters say they are very concerned, or at least somewhat concerned, about inflation. Our Joe Khalil joins us from Washington with more on that. Good morning, Joe.
Yeah, morning, Mitch. So, what we wanted to do with this poll is not just look at, a snapshot of how Americans are feeling right now. I mean, that's what every poll does. But we wanted to put it into a context of what are going to be the issues that motivate people to head to the polls in November. We are right in the swing of things here. So we're looking at 2022 and 2024. And what we found is, maybe not surprisingly, that the biggest issue by far was the economy and was inflation. I think the only surprise in that was just the extent to which people are concerned about inflation. We knew that it was going to be a problem, but as you mentioned off the top, 94% of all Americans, or those who responded to our poll, say that they are concerned about inflation, and that's certainly going to be one of their biggest drivers making them go to the polls in November. When you break that down, that 94%, the interesting thing is that it actually goes across the board. When you look at every demo, whether it's gender, whether it's race, whether it's age, whether it's party, the only difference, and this is a really slight difference, Mitch, is that Republicans, by about a 10-point margin, were more likely to say that they were very concerned rather than somewhat concerned. But when you put it all together, that seems small potatoes, because really we get the bottom line here, that Americans are certainly concerned about the economy and how that is going to be a big factor when it comes to who they decide to cast their ballots for. One interesting thing that I found also in this poll, Mitch, is that when it comes to the issue of crime, as you mentioned, Republicans got an 8-point margin over Democrats, 43% to 35%, when we asked which party did you think was going to handle crime better. And you know what? That trends historically. People generally give the nod to Republicans when it comes to tough on crime policies and all of that. So maybe not a huge surprise there. But what I thought was a pretty stark number was actually when you look at the generic poll. This is when you ask people, without putting names or candidates on a ballot, just Republican or Democrat, who are you going to vote for your, congressional spot? It was basically tied. We had a 44% edge to Democrats to 43% to Republicans. So a statistical tie, which, again, we're a divided country, but we've been hearing about this red wave coming. If you're a Republican who's expecting a red wave and wanting to see your party do well in November, the fact that you had a 44-43 basically statistical tie is not really a good sign and not an indicator that we're going to have this red wave. Obviously, we'll see what happens in November, and each race is different depending on the candidates in it. But those are some big takeaways there that I thought are certainly interesting in our exclusive NewsNation Decision Desk polling.
Yeah, that's the same thing, Joe. It's generic when you bring it up, and the generic nature of it makes sense. But when you get into those races and you start talking about who the candidates are, that's when the rubber meets the road. So we will have to see how these midterms go. Joe Khalil is live in D.C. for us. Thank you very much for that update. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.